Hey everyone, welcome back to Chat and Chat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we are watching Kahaani. This is part 3. So if you haven't watched part 1 or part 2, then go check it out. The link to them is in the description below this video. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button, bell icon, and like button. Parambrata. Whoever you work for is not going to be happy you let that slip.
Please जल्दी आइए सर, हेल्प चाहिए। क्या हुआ? खान सर को फोन करना पड़ा मुझे।
Khan?
He's been working for Khan. I kind of started thinking about this a while ago, that it's like he seems to have stepped out of his regular role as a
Oh, Ron, okay. Oh, she took it. Oh my god, what is he hitting him with?
She shot him.
नहीं, ये आदमी नहीं मर सकता। अब मिलन को कैसे पकड़ेंगे? हाँ? इसके बिना मिलन को कैसे पकड़ेंगे?
Dude, you weren't even on him anyway.
राणा मेरे लिए काम करता है। एक आखिरी रास्ता था हमारे पास। आप
खान सर अपने आप ये केस रीओपन तो नहीं कर पाते, इसीलिए इन्होंने मेरी मदद मांगी ताकि आपके जरिए हम मिलन को आसानी से।
Oh, so he was using her.
Yep.
आप लोग मुझे इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे।
जी।
Unapologetically, yes.
इस बागची हमें श्रीधर जिंदा चाहिए था, जरिया था उस आदमी तक पहुंचने का जो सिस्टम में बैठ के मिलन की मदद कर रहा है।
Well, don't forget they still got his whole files on his drive.
श्रीधर का कंप्यूटर हैक कर चुकी है। फिर से एक बार कीजिए, शायद कोई क्लू मिले।
मैं आपकी मदद क्यों करूं?
मैं आपसे मदद नहीं मांग रहा हूँ, मिसेस बागची, मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ।
But she copied all those files from the drive. Wouldn't that have helped somehow? Is that Amitabh Bachchan singing? Sounds like his voice, and I know he's a good singer.
They didn't have their own hackers to do this.
With such a small operation? Are you kidding me? Look at the resources at that police station.
Oh, but again, Khan.
Oh, you mean in the... Well, they have the case closed, right? So he couldn't reopen the case. That's why they're using her.
सर आपका फोन दीजिए सर। CXWWEDFXZ।
Oh, phone number?
सर
Yeah,
ये
it's
तो
a
मुझे
mobile
कोई
phone.
मोबाइल नंबर लगता है।
Starts with the 98.
ये तो भास्करन का नंबर।
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the boss man?
आपको मेरा नंबर कहाँ से मिला?
श्रीधर के कंप्यूटर से मिला। मैं आपको सारे पेपर्स लौटा दूंगी। बदले में मुझे मेरे हस्बैंड अर्नब को ढूंढने में गवर्नमेंट हेल्प चाहिए।
मैं मेरे लोकल ऑफिस से कह देता हूँ, आप उनसे कांटेक्ट कर लीजिए।
Got him maybe a little nervous.
अगर अपने पति को जिंदा देखना है तो मेरे फोन का इंतजार करो।
Whoa, that was quick response right after she called.
एक प्रॉमिस करना था आपसे, लेकिन उससे पहले ये आपके लिए।
Oh, it's the sari. I think that's the color. Yeah.
जब वो मिल जाए तो ये साड़ी का पैसा मैं उनसे लेकर रहूंगा।
Ron is gonna make a good husband someday.
You think?
तो मिलन दाम जी के बारे में पूछ रहे थे ना, खबर है वो कलकत्ता वापस लौटा है।
विद्या से मिलने सिर्फ मिलन ही आ सकता है। भास्करन के पास और कोई ऑप्शन तो है नहीं। हाँ।
तुम एक बेसहारा लड़की की बलि चढ़ाना चाहते हो?
नहीं, ये प्लान मेरा नहीं है, ये खान सर का प्लान है। और मैं मिसेस बागची।
He's just realizing it now.
बहुत गलत बात है, आप जानबूझ के।
तुम मुझे सिखाओगे सही क्या और गलत क्या है?
तो फिर हम और मिलन में फर्क क्या है सर?
कुछ फर्क नहीं। हम कानून के लिए करते हैं, वो कानून के खिलाफ। इसलिए हम सही हैं, वो गलत।
Oh, what a distorted perspective. Oh man, this guy's scary.
इसका मोबाइल ले कहीं मत जाने देना
Wow. I thought that was already well known that they were going to sacrifice her by setting up a meeting. Like, of course.
Yeah.
अच्छा वो शर्मा जी आप है ना? हाँ क्यों? आपको खान साहब बुलाया है, मेरे को बोला है यहाँ बैठने को। मैं देखूँ कैसे?
Yep.
निकाल निकाल।
आपका क्या होगा?
अरे चल यार मैं सामान लूँगा इधर। चल क्यों चले?
Triangular Park.
हेलो ट्रायंगुलर पार्क
Dude, this guy, his attitude and whatnot, like, but I guess his job is very high stress, but try to manage it somehow.
इस बात कहाँ है? वो तो अपना हिसाब करके चली गई।
कहाँ गई?
दीदी तो ट्रायंगुलर पार्क गई।
But why did he stop? Wow, there is a lot of suspect-looking people there.
But is she looking for the guy that looks like her husband, or is she looking for her husband, or who is she looking for?
So they're setting up this meet because remember he said if you want to see your husband alive. So because she has the papers on the chief. So it's supposed to be an exchange. That's what she thinks she's doing, is exchanging the papers for her husband. In a crowded place, putting a gun there is probably not the best idea. Anyone could grab it from you.
It's like, could this guy like do something in this crowd? I mean,
another one, the chemical?
Yes, yeah, another chemical attack. So it's like...
Mrs. Bakchi, files कहाँ है?
कौन है आप?
क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Files.
That's him.
अगर आपको अपना हस्बैंड वापस चाहिए, files.
Show me my husband.
लौटा दूँ तो मुझे मेरा हस्बैंड लौटा दोगे?
हाँ.
लौटा सकोगे? सोच लो.
I don't think her husband survived. I think her husband died on the train. And this is
like a revenge thing because maybe she heard about this guy?
No, because he was the killer.
Oh, yeah. She should still have the gun from before, or no, the police would have taken it. Oh, dang, she went for the kill shot. She's like, who the hell are you?
That was why she also killed the one guy, because it was a perfect shot right to the heart. She didn't care about him. She wanted this guy.
Yeah.
क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
Oh, definitely. You don't shoot somebody that many times. I mean, 2 would have been enough. But that many times is revenge.
That's why she wore the sari, so she can just disappear.
And I'm just going back through everything that she said and did in my mind, and I'm just like, all right. She had this very detailed plan, and she used everybody along the way.
ये मेरा स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म है। जब मैं ठाकुर पुकुर उड़ाता था।
एक काका है ठाकुर पुकुर में।
विद्या दीदी से कभी बताई ये बात?
हाँ, जब हम पहली बार मिले।
बहुत सारी स्टोरी सुनी है मैंने इसके बारे में।
Oh. But what about the peacock?
चेक करो और उसके फिंगरप्रिंट्स।
कोई फायदा नहीं है सर। आप खुद क्यों सफाई कर रही है?
Oh, dang, she was on top of it.
और उसका हस्बैंड अर्नब?
मिलन दाम जी तो था सर, लेकिन ना कोई विद्या बागची है और ना कोई अर्नब जिसकी शक्ल मिलन से मिलती है।
अर्नब को फोटो खिंचाना अच्छा नहीं लगता। जब तक एग्नेस ने अर्नब का फोटो ठीक तरह से और जिस दिन मिलन मिल जाएगा उस दिन अर्नब भी मिल जाएगा।
सर लगता है कि मिलन दाम जी को ढूंढ के मारने के लिए विद्या बागची को हायर किया गया था और मिलन तक पहुंचने के लिए उसने हमारा इस्तेमाल किया। वो खुद चाहती थी सर कि मिलन तक पहुंचने के लिए हम उसे बलि का बकरा बनाएं। उसे पता था सर।
प्रेग्नेंट औरत से किसी को डर नहीं लगता, कोई शक नहीं करता।
Yeah, and that's exactly why she did it.
The agent who didn't get off. Yeah.
Oh.
So there were three agents.
Oh, in the blood, she lost the baby too.
There were three agents. One was a female, one was him. He trained all three. Milan was the other one.
You got some Photoshop skills.
भूल गई थी कि मैं प्रेग्नेंट नहीं हूँ।
Oh.
लगने लगा था जैसे मेरे अंदर मेरा बच्चा जिंदा है।
She forgot, so during this whole thing, she forgot that she really wasn't pregnant because she lost the baby, right? So she started believing that she still had the child.
उन दोनों के बिना नहीं रह पाऊंगी करण। मुझे मेरा रूप वापस चाहिए।
She got justice in a way for killing him, but it still wouldn't bring back her husband or child.
कहते हैं सब माओं की ताकत को मिलाकर दुर्गा माँ को बनाया गया। हर साल माँ आती है, सब बुराई मिटाती है और वापस चली जाती है।
She comes and protects and then goes her way.
ताकि हम सब बिना किसी डर के खुशी और शांति से जी सकें।
I wonder if they use materials that dissolve. I mean, I know we saw them making out of like a clay, but maybe if they didn't cure it, then putting in the water, it'll dissolve, because I can't imagine. I gotta apologize. Where we were watching this, the subtitles just quit there at the end, so I explained to Miguel the best I could, but even I didn't catch a little bit of it. But I think we got the gist of it.
Oh, well, we got to the part of, hey, we found out the majority of the story.
The Kahaani.
The Kahaani, yeah. So yeah, it was a story within a story within a story.
Lots of
stories.
lies
Everyone's
and
telling.
webs of lies.
So it was really interesting when you told me what Kahaani means. You said story, and I was like, a story that is factual or a story that is like made up, something that you're doing in order to teach someone a lesson, teach a moral value, something like that, or to deceive someone. And in this case, it was definitely to deceive people and with a story. Her story, Khan's story, Rana's story. That's very funny every time I hear that name, because that means frog in Spanish. Every time they said, "Where's Rana?" I was like going, "It's out in the lake." But no, it was really good. I liked it. And we both noticed things that we were like, that's odd. Something's off with that. Her behavior, you know.
You actually said much earlier, like asking about the pregnancy thing when we were talking about the chai.
Yeah, so I had a sneaky suspicion that she was not pregnant.
I'm still curious.
The other thing was that she was more than physically fit to do it, and yet she was looking very pregnant, like she was about to.
That's true.
To give birth.
Although I would say that, like, I was with you for a little bit, but then I was like, no, because when he was like trying to run with her, she was like, she really had the walk down though for being pregnant. But since she's been pregnant in the past, she's kind of been through it, and she's like a really good agent. Like, you know, like she had a lot of people fooled, and she really acted pregnant. Every time she sat down, she was really like, oof, you know, and then got up and
Yep.
she's like,
Yep.
you know.
She had it all worked.
And then even going down the stairs, there was this like one moment, and these are like the tiny details that I absolutely love, is when she was going down the stairs and then she she kind of like took a misstep a little bit because she never wanted to let anybody know that she was more capable than she actually was. And so she had these little, like in the alleyway, she tripped a little bit. Coming down the stairs, she tripped a little bit. Getting off of a chair, like Rana was helping her. So then, you know, and she's like, oh, you know, grabbing his arm or something, like trying to get up from the chair. So it was all this ruse that I thought was just all the details. She wasn't just fooling them, like the whole thing was like fooling us too.
Right.
Because even in the flashbacks, they were using a different actor, so of the face that they grabbed.
Right.
So that we even were believing the story, because I'm like, wait, then who's that guy in the beginning? Because I kept being like, well, who is this? Who is that? I mean, that was a little cheap. I enjoyed it.
She also was a really good sleuth, okay? And that there are lots of people that are very good at figuring out lots of things, but the way that she was methodically doing her investigation, and when she did the three things, the three scenarios, I was like, she's an agent of some sort.
Or reads a lot of mystery books.
One of the two, but she definitely was very methodical, logical, and could figure that things out, knew how to approach, this is how we need to get to the next step of finding out what we need to find out. Was pretty sure that she was an agent, and I was like, okay, yeah. But it was, again, really good, and I love how there were lots of clues all the way through. We caught the sorry bit, that the sorry was going to be involved somehow or another, you know, so that was really cool. We never solved the chai thing.
No,
Never solved and I don't know if there was just something in there that we missed that would tell us something about that, other than, you know, it helped with her remembering to ask the chaiwala about who was in that
but then it was so much of a story point, because like every time anyone's drinking chai, I mean, obviously anytime someone's drinking chai, they're like, hey, will you drink? And then she's like, no.
She definitely
maybe
had
it
a
wasn't
chai version.
because like maybe drinking tea is almost like a relaxing thing, like something that you kind of just take tea and then you just kind of chill out. And she's like, I'm not interested in chilling out because I'm on a mission and, you know, I don't want to take a break, right?
Focused.
Because, you know, tea breaks. So she's like, I'm not going to take a break. I don't know. Who knows? I'm stretching here. I'm really stretching. So how many pani puri out of 10?
No. I'm going to give it an 8. It's an 8. It's a good solid 8. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
Something where we were like all the way up to the very end.
Right.
Not really understanding.
And this is one of the first movies where leading character is a female.
What about Mimi?
Oh, true. But Mimi was the same thing. It's the very first one, because we haven't seen many. They've all been men. And so, yeah.
That's
hey,
right.
We're
That's
on
true.
the feminist.
Yeah. I'm also going to give it an 8 because I love a mystery thriller sort of thing that can keep you interested and entertained and keep you guessing through the whole thing. And this is I think one of the few that until like towards the very end, we didn't really pick up. And I think part of that is because in the flashbacks, they were like showing a different actor. There were a lot of little things along the way. It'd be interesting now to watch it again. And that's what I always say for a lot of these mysteries is let's watch it again. And then pick up all the details like, oh, right there, that's a lie. But the thing is why this worked so well is because the best lies are grounded in truth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so the most believable lies are the ones that are fabricated from a seedling of a truth. And so for her, she was weaving these lies that all sprouted from the idea that she already is connected with this, that she is, I had a husband, and you know, these are all the things. So she used the history with him to make it more believable. And again, with the pregnancy, she was able to do that because it was seeded from truth. She was pregnant in the past, so that was something that was going to be believable, right? That she knew she could act that way and go through all that. So, I mean, I think that is really impressive details to do that and to pick apart, okay, what is a lie and what is the truth, and how is she twisting the truth into a lie, but to progress the story. Now, one thing that I really do think is that since she is the software engineer, to start all this and gain the trust of the police officers is to fix their computer. Because that's not a memory thing. All those like errors that were popping up, and then she said it was a memory thing, but that's not. And that looked like an actual software issue and not like a hardware issue.
Yeah.
And she was making it sound like it was a hardware issue. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So I think that she did those issues to the computer to gain their trust, and then she did it again. I didn't think it in the first one, but the second time it happened, because the only reason she went there is to hack the computer, and then she left. It wasn't
But
for
the thing
anything
is
else.
that, I mean, from a security standpoint, if you were going to hack the computer, you wouldn't necessarily have to go into the office. There are lots of ways that she could have gained access. But I get it. It's a movie, and they have to do it in a way that people will understand what all is going on. And I got to give a shout out to my favorite bad guy, Bob. For some reason or another, I kind of thought I kind of liked him.
He murdered an innocent old lady.
I know, but for some reason or another, he was just so.
Maybe it was very polite when he murdered people. Like, Namaskar.
Yeah, he was so goofy and so weird, and
Because he was so polite. He's a murderer, like a cold-blooded murderer, but his face said the exact opposite.
Yeah.
He was a very interesting character.
Well, he wasn't sadistic or anything like that. He was just matter of fact and to the point, and none of these people suffered.
That's true. It was quick death.
There are so many of,
and it didn't look like he got off on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, this is a job. They're a client. They want me to do this.
Oh, okay, got a job. Got to go and take care of a client. Okay.
I would actually watch a spin-off of Bob, like to see how Bob got started.
Yeah.
And because maybe Bob was just misunderstood. I mean, he killed an old lady though, like an innocent old lady. Like, come on. So somewhere along the way,
he killed the doctor.
Yeah, and the doctor was really nice too.
Yeah. I just like the character that they had personified there, because normally it's like a really hardcore goon.
Yeah,
and
some seedy looking guy.
Yeah, someone you would expect to be doing this, and it was not that at all.
It's just Bob.
Which fit along with her being something that was totally under the radar, unexpected. Yeah.
And another detail that I really like is about the two names. Right, because that's another story. That's another Kahaani, right?
Yeah.
Is because you have a name that you're going by, and then she even said it. She's like, oh, so you're kind of living two lives. She even said it herself.
Oh, yeah.
She said you're living one life, so two lives, and then each one has their own name. So for her, like, that was a little bit of like...
It was a tell.
Because like for her, it's almost like she was having fun, because she's like, they have no idea. And I'm going to play with them, and I'm going to be like, oh, if you only knew, you'd be in my head laughing with me. Because when she said that, I bet she was laughing on the inside like, ha 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 ha.
Particularly for Khan. She's like going, dude, I am playing you. You are trying to make me, I am so over you and past you, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
and he really felt like he got it.
Yeah, at the end. And I love that, like, when he started, all started singing, he's like, what the...
Yeah,
I love that when it sank in.
Yeah,
it was really good. So the two names, it was a really good theme, and they snuck that in there. The thing about watching it again is to find more of those. More of those where it was like another dialogue that's like right there. That's another one that you just gave away everything about the story. So, all right. Well, you guys let us know what you thought in the comments. Thank you for the recommendation, because Miguel and I absolutely love these sort of mystery thriller movies. So I know that there's more out there. So let us know. What should we watch? Because they're really fun to watch, and they keep us entertained throughout the entire thing. अगर अब तक नहीं किया, subscribe कीजिए, share कीजिए, a like button पर थप्पड़ मारो.